try this. So on page 27, I'm going to do question 2. I already determined where ACD is, right? ACD is here. I put an X, so I will call this one Y, this one Z, this one K, and this one M. Okay, why did I choose those letters? Just cause. Like, you can do whatever you want, right? Let's go find BAD, angle BAD. BAD, right? So you go from B to A to D. So you're connecting this right there. So that's what gets a Y. ADB, oops, sorry. ADB. So from A to D and then D to B, this one right here, that gets Z in my diagram. ADF. ADF, watch this one. A to D, D to F. It's asking for this entire thing right here. That's going to get a K, right? And then DBA, DBA, it's right here. This is going to get the M. All right. Where should I start? Maybe what I will do is I will focus on the numbers. I see a 65, I see a 38, and I see a triangle. So maybe here X is your starting point, right? So that's my first angle. And I'm just going to show the work. 180 minus 65 minus 38. Do I have the answer here? 77. $77. I use sum of triangle, and I make sure this is 77 degrees. Does anybody see a different way to have found X here? Does anybody see a different way to come up with this angle? Zoom out a little bit. Does anybody see the X here in the 77? Right? There's two parallel lines connected by this transversal. So what do we call this angle and that angle? Corresponding. So you could have found it that way. No problem, right? So I will say or corresponding angles are congruent. So maybe you want to have both there so that if you review this, you're like, okay, it doesn't just have to be the one way. Bad, Y right here. How could you do that? Can I use 38? Can I use alternate interior? Can I use alternate interior? The answer is yes. Because watch this. I like colors for when you can do a Z like this. Z what I did there? Lame. Yeah, I know. 38. So Y is 38. I use alternate interior angles being the same. Okay? So I'm going to actually write 38 here. I'm going to write 77 here. Just helps me to know that things are filling up. However, is there a different way to find angle Y? Was there a different way? Yeah. That's right. There's a straight angle here, this whole thing. Let's take away 65, 77. That's right. Giselle, did you have your hand up or no? Were you going to say that? Okay. Great minds think alike. All right, yes. So straight angle. Straight angle is equal to 180. So I hope you see that, guys. Like, there's so many ways to do this. Just give it a go. Give it a go. Z right here. Okay, this one you have to be careful. if I could have your attention for a little bit here. Z and 65, they're alternate interior, okay? They are. But can I say that they are the same? I cannot, because if you travel here and across the transversal and then here, these two lines are not parallel, so you cannot say that 65 and 60, you cannot say that this is 65. Okay, because yes, the transversal is touching two lines, but these lines are not parallel, so unfortunately you cannot. We could use the Y to bring it to the 38 to bring it to the Y. We could, because the two lines, right, that were being touched here, connecting, are parallel. These two were parallel. That's why we could do that. So you can't use 65 here. It doesn't work. What can we do to figure out Z? Because this is the hard, in my opinion, one of the harder ones here. How could we find Z? Any brave volunteers? Ranveer?
82 degrees.
This one?
Yeah. Vertical opposite angle.
So this one right here is vertically opposite to the whole thing here, right?
Yeah.
So if this is 82, we know that this must be 82 here, correct? So we're just going to take the 38 away from 82 and get Z. That's correct. So let's go ahead and do that. We go 82 degrees minus 38. Okay. That's 44. So there's 44 degrees, and I will use vertically opposite angles are congruent. So this one was a little harder to see. Okay. Like this whole thing is 38 there at the corner. So yeah, it's a little harder to see. Anyways, ADF, that's, so we know that this one is 44 now. They add up to 82, right? These two add up to 82, so that's what we want to see because they're vertically opposite there. M is now, you can use sum of triangle. So I will find that. 180 minus 38 minus the 44. It's 98. Is this right? 98, yeah. 98 degrees. $98, yes. So I will use sum of triangle is equal to 180. And last but not least, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry about that. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. It's this one that I was solving for, M, right? I was solving for that one, my bad. Thank you. You gotta do the sound effect would be that would be a good one. Or if you just do that, then I know. Or the villager in Minecraft. Right? Anyways, is that a thing? My kids used to play it. I don't know. That was the sound that I kept on hearing. So K, where's K? Why am I not seeing K? Oh, right here. It's this whole thing. So to find K, I know that this little bit here is there's a straight angle there, so I know that this is 98. Right, this little bit is 98, so I got to add 98 and 38 to find K. 98 plus 38. That's 136. I don't even know what the justification that I would use there. I'm just going to say 136. I showed a little bit of work, Mr. Dirksen. You figure out the rest, right? I think that would be okay there. It's an obtuse angle. Okay. Okay, so the rest, I'm gonna let you struggle with a little bit.